Welcome back. It's been a little bit of an extended weekend. We expected to be back the Monday after we had Fortnite, but still, welcome to Monday evening, afternoon, night, whatever you want to say, Fortnite, right?
Right.
I
just want to say, I just noticed this. It's been a fortnight since we last played.
It has not. We are already in the game. Noah here trying to be funny. Yeah, he's working all day. You know what I mean? We are already in the game here. We're going to focus on Jason. A couple little updates. So we have some stats, not a graphic, just some stats that we looked at. Jason's sitting at 6th right now in our division for eliminations when it comes to Fortnite.
Wow.
Sitting with 26 through 8 games. He did miss 2 weeks. So that's something to note. 2 John Glenn players, which are sitting in 1st right now in our division, are sitting towards the top. But Jason's not playing too bad.
No? I've seen him play. Oh, wow, already found it. I think.
Yep, here we go. I will say we're coming off of a victory. Last time we played, Jason clutched with the reboot card, if we remember that. So
Yeah.
is he see somebody, or is he just shooting through some windows here?
He sees somebody.
Oh, great. So we're going to have action already. Ooh, getting shot from the top there. Top of the house.
It was a sniper fight.
Yeah,
Although,
a little bit of concealment here.
I will say that
Popped him for 39.
that item from what I've played with it is it can definitely help in these situations.
This is where we're going to talk about a starting lineup here. We got Paul on 1, Isaiah on 2, and Jason on 3. This is where our other 2 sort of need to make a push so Jason can get out of there, heal, blah, blah, blah. Right here, they ended up making a good call. He is getting shot across map. He said one of his concerns is dying off spawn.
Yeah,
And that's one of my concerns right now. So we'll see what happens. Somebody building up. Ooh,
Yeah,
popped him for about 61 there.
It looks like they already have shields. Meanwhile,
And he gets dropped, unfortunately. So there goes Jason. Let's go over to Paul.
Seriously, with an amazing start like that, too. Now, that's...
Looks like, right here, Paul might be might have got a quick one, but that's not a great situation. Multiple teams, and there goes Paul.
Blasted from...
So we're on Isaiah in the van.
I mean, that's... I mean, if you had the choice to take your only lifeline and get away from the enemy team, yeah, I would do that too. That's
to me, he's going to be going for a reboot.
It appears for this. Yeah. Although I don't think he actually has their cards. Oh.
Getting shot. Does he have to have their... Oh, got shot through the car here.
I believe he does.
He has to have their reboot to get them rebooted?
I think. I don't know. It's... Sometimes I swear it's a little iffy, and it just...
Low fuel here, so he's almost out of gas.
I mean, he's just got to get to a safe spot and essentially hunker down. Other team...
I don't think this is a safe spot. You see people down there by the, what looks to be the bouncy house, but it's not a bouncy house. Somebody trying to reboot there. He's going to run out of gas, and this is going to be a bad spot for game number 1. He's just going to go as far as he can on that E. Probably hop out of the van here and start hauling.
Yeah, and they're chasing him with... Yeah, no, this is...
Not a great spot.
Nope, that was not a great spot. Although then again,
we'll talk about standings here, which aren't going to look great after game 1, and then hopefully we have a little bit of game 2 magic like last week. These are our playoffs right now for Fortnite. John Glenn sitting up there at 1st place, Warren Vincent at 2nd, Alexander at 3rd, Athens 4th, Wheelersburg 1, or Black they call it, at 5th, Fort Hayes at 6th, Westfall at 7th, Wheelersburg Orange, which actually fell out of the playoffs last week with our pretty good performance, at 8th. And then us sitting at 9th with 74 points. So we're 10 points out of the playoffs. These next 2 weeks is pretty crucial for us here at Collins Career Center. We needed to have a much stronger game 1 than what we just had. we'll have to have a very strong game 2 when it comes back. But what we're going to do now is we are going to mention our sponsors. I'm going to let Noah do that. And then we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back before halftime, and we'll finish up that game. So,
our sponsors, of course, being the ever-gracious Austin's Homemade Ice Cream, Guthrie's Deep Fried Chicken, Rick Eppelon Paving, and Synergy Home Care, all of which absolutely help us be here, help essentially fund the program.
Absolutely. And we want to thank people like Noah, who's willing to get up here in front of the camera, as well as Mr. Jones, the man who puts lots of work in behind the camera over there. A little bit of conversation earlier. He says, all I do is make him work. So we'll see how that goes. But we appreciate it. We are going to go to a break here, and we'll bring you back with some more gameplay.
At Synergy, our main goal is to hire caregivers that are going to be caring, compassionate, reliable, and dependable. People want to live in their home. They want to be able to be at home where they feel comfortable. We need people to care for our loved ones. We need to know that they'll be there when they're asked to be there. The bathing, the cleaning up, that's where you need someone you can trust to help you with the day-to-day. I want to provide care exactly as I want for my own dad. Give us a call or visit our website.
When you walk into this building, I hope that members can feel the mission the way I feel the mission. The ability for our team members to approach a member upon entering that lobby and welcoming them in a way that the physical layout of our old building just couldn't accomplish. Every single department is here for you. It's here for our members, and they're here for each other. In my family, service runs deep. My grandfather, father, uncle, and myself all wore the uniform. Like so many in our region, we answered the call. Where we come from, veterans from every generation live among us, men and women who stood strong. But even the strongest cannot defy time. At Synergy Home Care, we honor service with service, providing care exactly as a veteran deserves. Brothers in arms, brothers in care.
Welcome back.
What a game. That is...
We did our job as coaches. Me and Jones here. All you hear after we go to break is 14th from Mr. Jones. I walk in there, I tell him, listen, my family's watching. You guys are playing like butt. But it was a sweatier drop, maybe than what even we anticipated. But the thought process going into today was eliminations. Sitting 10 points out of playoffs, our goal was to score as many points as possible, setting us up for a really good league point week. We want to be top 3, that 25, 21, 18 points. Last week we finished, I think, 4th with 16. So we needed another really good week in order to jump some teams. That's not really how we do it game 1. If you remember back to last time we played about a week and a half ago, the Friday before we had our week of snow and ice.
So cold.
So cold. Wah. Okay, wah. We like snow.
We like snow.
There we go. Thank you. See,
But you know what we don't like? Ice.
I guess it depends. I like ice in my water. On the power lines, maybe not so much.
He has a point there.
Yeah. Anyway, we've just got to really have a better game coming up. So we do have one more drop here for you Fortnite fans. I am not a Fortnite fan, sorry. But I do I support these guys. We have 2 more weeks of the regular season. We're just going to do a little bit of chatting back and forth here. 2 more weeks of the regular season for Fortnite. We have today and next Monday because last week the snowstorm pretty much wiped out all of Ohio when it came to esports. So they rescheduled Fortnite for next Monday as well. What that does is that gives us 2 weeks to make up these 10 points here and gain some ground. A bad performance one week could really just shoot our chances for playoffs in this. As for Apex, we have Apex A already clinched in the playoffs, so that's pretty exciting. Top 5 right now. Paul Toney sitting at number 1 all time for eliminations in the state of Ohio. Pretty good, pretty good. Jason quickly climbing those ranks as well, having a couple really good weeks with Octane, and then their third is Andrew Cobb. But Chaos B, right now sitting at 21st. They have to be top 20 for Apex in order to make playoffs. We would be the only team, as of my memory serves me, if my memory serves me, we would be the only team in Ohio this year to have 2 Apex teams make the playoffs. The only exception would be like Goshen or Wadsworth. I think they have a really good A, B, and even Goshen has 3 teams, so A, B, and C team. While us here, we only have 2. So we'll see what happens. We're going to do some coaching. We have some exciting stuff coming on Wednesday as well. So we might have a couple different shoutcasters up here. Just saying. Okay. But B team has a really good opportunity in front of them to hit the playoffs for Apex as well. So we'll end up seeing what happens with that. We've got one team locked, and I personally believe even with our early season struggles, finding that third person to rotate in, we've got our good solid 3 now with Cobb, Tony, and Jason in there. What do you think?
That's the honestly just from witnessing all the games, it's like they play about as perfect as I have seen. Now, I'm not really as much into the competitive scene when it comes to Apex, so who knows? They could be like low tier trash compared to like some of the higher ones. But just from like watching as like from a casual perspective, they play like perfectly.
What do you think? Because you were around for esports last year as well, at least a little bit. So what do you think between our Apex teams this year versus last year when it was Jason, Paul, and Connor versus this year being Jason, Paul, and Cobb?
I mean, there's just the tag team of, and this is just like, personally, I don't think the third person in that ultimately really matters. They're more a force. They're more like a force multiplier.
So to you, it doesn't matter as long as it's Paul and Jason. That third is just there to help multiply.
Exactly.
Okay. Unfortunately, those 2 are seniors, and we're going to end up losing them next year. However, we've got some big news coming in the next week or 2 on some potential spots that you could be watching them next year. Wink, wink. But We are still waiting for that round number 1 to finish up. Right now, they're playing some box fights, getting some practice in because they need it.
Yeah, they do need it.
So, when it comes to Valorant, me and Jason are talking a little bit, and Valorant's on Thursdays. We have it guaranteed one more week of Valorant. So, right now we're sitting at 3-4-1. Great job by them the last time we played to come back after a really bad game 1. Remember, I think, were you shoutcasting with me on Valorant? No, it was Cody, if I remember right.
I did watch that game, and that was...
We started off by giving them 6 straight points, so it wasn't ideal, but they ended up coming back, fighting back, and we ended up tying last time, and we're looking for a win on Thursday. It really needs to be a commanding win. It would move us to 4-4-1 on the year. Most places missed last Thursday due to snow, but sitting at 4-4-1 with a positive score would be very, very valuable. To me, that puts us in a very firm position for Wild Card Week the week after. Hopefully, that puts us in a position to be in Wild Card Week and still have a shot at the playoffs. I was looking at the standings with Jason earlier. Right now, we're sitting at 13th at 3-4-1. Not great. Bottom third, but with Valorant, we need a win and a commanding win this Thursday, and it would put us back above 500 when it comes to points at 4-4-1. What that would do is give us that opportunity for the wild card, and we pretty much think the top 4 seeds are locked. We do have New Tech West, who is 8-0 currently and has not lost a game. We have Lorraine at like 7-1. So we know pretty much who our top 3 seeds are. Dublin Kaufman at 3. We pretty much know who our top 3 seeds are when it comes to Valorant. However, we want to sneak in there at like that 5 and 6 spot.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly. We want to sneak in there at 5 or 6 because we don't really want to play New Tech West. The way I believe it works is they get a first round bye, and in regionals we just go back and forth. And if we're sitting at 6, we would end up playing like Kaufman. But sitting at 5th, we could have somebody like Louisville. School more towards the north of Ohio, and I think we had a legitimate shot when we get down to if we come in at 5th place. So we'll see what happens. We do have a pretty good 5, and then Fortnite, of course, if we can get these guys ready to go and taking it a little bit more seriously for Fortnite, I think we're in a good spot. But do you have any more? Any comments? Any questions?
I mean, my only thing is I'm going back to how these guys are playing and more or less the thought process of them going in. I'm a lot more experienced with Fortnite with anything, and purely just going in just to get kills is not exactly a great way to go in playing.
I understand, but where we were at on the scoreboard, my concern was we needed as many points as possible. So I wanted them to be more aggressive. Jason was fine. I don't feel like Paul nor Isaiah was there with him when all that went down.
No.
And I think that caused some problems. But we're going to go to another short break right here, and then I'm going to go see where we're at on the next game. Hopefully have some gameplay for you here soon. It looks like they're actually exiting back to lobby now, so hopefully be joining Unitebot and be dropping for game number 2 here in the next few minutes. But we'll see you here in a few minutes, and make sure to come back and watch.
At Synergy, our main goal is to hire caregivers that are going to be caring, compassionate, reliable, and dependable. People want to live in their home. They want to be able to be at home where they feel comfortable. We need people to care for our loved ones. We need to know that they'll be there when they're asked to be there. The bathing, the cleaning up, that's where you need someone you can trust to help you with the day-to-day. I want to provide care exactly as I want for my own dad. Give us a call or visit our website.
Sometimes it's nice to be different, and we offer options like that too. We have designer options that just stand out among everyone else. When you're driving through your neighborhood and you want your house to just pop, we can bring that to you. And you'd be surprised at how affordable those options are. If you want a roof that just stands out in your neighborhood, call us now. We'll come out and give you a free estimate within 24 hours, and you can get the project moving with our amazing financing.
We're not changing what we do every day. We're there to help people. Every growth number that we have is another person that we helped. People out in the world today need help, and that's what we're there for.
They always make you feel like family.
When you go there, you feel like you are home.
We trust the people that work there.
When I see Ashland Credit Union, I just feel very comfortable.
This is my people.
Welcome.
I was going to do that. How dare you?
I beat you. We got Jason walking back in right now as we speak. Not going to be late to the drop this time. Better than last time already.
Yeah.
Already. Let's hit sponsors, and this guy's going to do it.
You know, it's just, I can't help it. Our lovely, gracious sponsors: Austin's Homemade Ice Cream, Guthrie's Chicken, Rick Eppelon Paving, and Synergy Home Care.
Awesome.
Y'all help keep the lights on.
Which of those are your favorite?
Guthrie's. Easily Guthrie's.
Disappointed.
I
We are
like
still
me
waiting
chicken.
for Jones and for Bacon to come back to every Austin's location near us. Just throwing that out there. Mr. Jones has been jonesing for some bacon, and you can insert any soul music there as you wish. He's been working pretty hard. He's giving me a little bit of crap earlier. I told him he was going to get it back on the stream. So we are very appreciative for Mr. Jones and all the work that he does, as well as all the work that he puts into AI. Sorry. The direction the camera is, he's just a little bit more to the right, so I had to look at the reaction there. He was he's shaking his head, having a great time here at the one and only Collins Career Technical Center. With all that being no, in all honesty, here comes number two. In all honesty, very little as AI is ever used in his work.
There is,
but it is not a 0%.
It is not. It is not a. It's not zero, but it is a. It is a.
I think he's looking for something else to throw.
I will say, as someone who has worked behind the scenes, it is at the very least enough that it can't be considered slop because there's plenty of actual human work that goes 100%. Into this.
I'm not a big fan of technology, and then we want to try to do technology for everything, and that's just not for us here. So we everything we do and everything we present is very authentic. Mr. Jones really does work very, very hard, and he does not get as much credit as what he deserves. However, he won't accept the credit regardless. So here we are. We are queued and ready to drop. I think we're still waiting on some people here. I can't really see how many people are queued because of the camera. I think Jason's right in my way, actually.
They're all in the way.
They're all in the way, always.
How dare.
What kind of crap is that? But I'm just kidding. We've got Isaiah going to be wearing a Cartman skin this time. Yeah. He's been working himself away. What is that music?
It's the Sweet Victory.
Oh my gosh. We got an awesome Cartman.
Look a little Rigby down there.
Yeah, a little Rigby. Now he's just going to be bouncing through stuff. What's this guy doing? Looking at a battle pass?
Yep.
Cartman Land?
Yep. Viewing Cartman Land. Honestly, I gotta say, that has by far been my favorite edition of this season, has been Cartman Land, because it's like, it's goofy in a fun way.
Okay.
And it even has like good loot opportunity, but it's seeming like they're discussing on where to land.
Exactly. You see Jason right there. We've got Jason and Paul as co-captains for Fortnite. But Jason's probably just a hair better than Paul when it comes to the planning aspect. But you got co-captains there for those guys. And we're pretty excited to see what the future holds for everybody here at Collins Career Center. So
absolutely.
If you've looked at our Facebook, you saw that Shawnee was down before the ice storm, before the little, I'm not even going to consider that an ice storm, but before the last snow that we had. It was a great visit with Shawnee State University. Coach Adam was down here doing a little bit of recruiting, telling us about some opportunities that we have as a high school in affiliation with Shawnee State. So we'll see what happens, but it was pretty encouraging.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what happens here.
Not just and not even just to the players, because like I'd say plenty of connections were made, even just from me, who frankly, in all honesty, doesn't really do that much other than just come up to the camera and talk for an hour.
There's always a spot for that, though.
There is, and I'm very appreciative of it, because even as someone who, as I said, who doesn't do all that much, I am very grateful for the fact I get this opportunity.
Absolutely, and we're grateful for the fact for the kids like you who are willing to stay after, put the work in, give constant feedback, and really move forward. We are queued and now are in the drop bus.
The final thing we're grateful for, this game starting.
Not really. Welcome back to drop number 2 here. Jones is sending us right along. You see that they've got a drop within a certain amount of area, a certain amount of spot.
They appear to be working on where to go.
Looks like it. He's hit his little surfboard.
He's riding the waves. And no, don't ask me where that's from. I have no idea.
I couldn't tell you.
I think it's from my head. I think. All these gliders out here.
I don't really see anyone else around us.
I think that just means we got further along than everyone else. Or they're above us. Who knows?
Going to the other side of the mountain.
It is a safe spot. It is like a remarkably safe spot, because, I mean...
There's Cartman Land right below us.
Seemingly is going to be a...
We got one team falling there.
Yeah, this might be another bit of a hot drop. If they can manage this. That's
Not super encouraging here.
no, it is not. But
Jason's going to push immediately. Oh,
they got to the guns
there
first.
we
and that is
go.
entirely
2 nice knocks.
what they needed. And we ain't done yet.
Almost forgot to clip that. Jones wouldn't have been happy.
I think he would have threw something else at us.
Probably. We deserve that one.
Yeah.
Jason there, what's he doing? Just making sure nobody's around, it looks like. He says we deserve the first one. Debatable. Jason here harvesting some materials. We are at 2 eliminations, so already much better. Already
Yes.
much better.
And
Got some shields around him.
this is how you. This is kind of how you handle a bit of a hot drop.
Handle business. Oh, people down there. And what's Jason gonna do?
He's
We're gonna go full send, bud.
Fly, boy, fly.
Flying
sorry, wait.
squirrel. Pops the tent. Ooh, getting shot at a little bit now. Poke the hornet's nest. Gonna take a little ride over. Try to find the enemy squad. Paul's down there at the bottom.
Isaiah actually back up a little bit.
Believe that looks like a hospital over there, but believe they went that way with the ping. Getting some building materials. He's going to the Home Depot right now, pick up some lumber.
Hey, wait a minute.
Shrieking. There's Isaiah a little bit behind. I'd move over to the other 2 tents right there, and I think that's his direction.
That's entirely what he is doing.
No, he's going full send.
Uh-oh.
Full squirrel here by Jason. Let's see how it pays off.
Big shots.
Bold
Oh, it got
strategy, Cotton.
It got him up there.
Oh, it definitely got him up there.
And
There's another little shield thing.
there's seemingly nobody here.
I don't know where that other squad went.
Gone.
Did they just skip this entire area?
Reduced to atoms. I am sad that didn't catch on.
Eh.
Oh.
Nice little gold SMGs there.
Yeah, those are good too, so.
Again, harvesting materials. Medkit.
Yep. Honestly,
Pinged it for a teammate. Pinged shields for a teammate.
I don't know why he hasn't dropped the Enforcer yet, because in my own opinion, the Enforcer's not very good.
It all comes down to comfortability. Moving some stuff around in his inventory.
Yeah, they just managed to, despite having a team going that way, they just found a little, essentially just a treasure chest.
Mm-hmm.
But,
He's going to hit the bounce pad. There comes the surfboard. And he's going to hit the rail. Paul's leading the way here, it looks like.
Once again, just
Harvest materials.
it is sad that we can't.
They're going to get in the circle here. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It is sad that we don't have music, or else I would be playing the every time they're harvesting materials. I'd be playing the Red Dead house building theme. Oh, there's people over there actually.
There they are, coming up the hill.
Another
Ooh,
mythic
there
chest
we go.
with a purple Enforcer.
What does that mean?
That's
Did he get pinged?
Yep, I got pinged.
Is that a solo? He's going to flank around a little bit.
Does appear to be a solo. At least only one guy got marked.
There comes Isaiah.
Oh, it's a whole squad.
Let's watch the building here. And we're not in a great spot. There goes
Yee.
Jason. Cartman man is under him. Heaney. He's got somebody right beside him here.
Where's Paul in all of this?
Behind.
That's entirely where he is.
There goes Cartman. So we're down to Paul. 2-team elimination. Paul's going to take a zip line here. Needs to get out of there.
Yes, he does.
Trapped by his own creation. Cannot sprint. Low energy.
He needs to get more shields.
Oh,
exactly.
Bad shot. Here we go. This is not good. And there it is. It's going to end up being an early day here.
Oh.
12th place, 2 eliminations. That's really going to set us back for playoffs. Maybe pretty much put the nail in the coffin there, unfortunately. That's going to do it from us. We're going to go ahead and send you off. We do want to thank our sponsors, Austin's Ice Cream with 2 locations, one in Huntington at the Market and one in Canova. We got Guthrie's with now 3 locations.
Ooh.
Barbersville, South Point, and New Boston, as well as Rick Epplin Paving and Synergy Home Care, both serving the tri-state. We're very grateful for everybody who sponsors us. We're grateful for the kids who stay after, is willing to put in the time. We've got Noah. We've got Mr. Jones over there. Might give him a little bit of crap, but we could not do this without him. So we're very thankful, very grateful, and we will see you Wednesday for some Apex. But other than that, have a great night, and we'll see you next time.